Sandbox is Face Punch's newest game and spiritual successor to Garry's Mod. However, after playing it for a few days, I have to say it doesn't really meet what I was expecting. Sandbox is pretty mid. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's in that weird in-between place of not being so bad it's good, but not being polished enough to be good. I was kind of looking forward to it. It seemed pretty cool with its editing tools and potential to be used as its own game engine with Source 2 running everything. But after a few days of checking out different games, I'm feeling pretty meh about it. I actually got into the beta a few years ago, but was not able to go past the menu screen. And here I am playing it today. First off, let's talk about Source 2. Source 2 games do not work the same as Source 1 games. Every Source 1 game, probably until Portal 2, was pretty much a really fancy Half-Life 2 mod. That's why these games contain Half-Life 2 assets. For the most part, one Source Engine game can use stuff from the other, which itself is one of the cool things about Garry's Mod, its ability to reasonably load all these different Source Engine games' content. Sandbox cannot do this as far as I know. Source 2 is closer to Unity or Unreal in terms of an engine, where each game is its own individual thing. There will be no Half-Life Alyx, CS2 or Deadlock content without some porting going on. It's also worth noting, due to this, Sandbox doesn't have an existing collection of another game's content to draw from. I believe this is due to some legal stuff between Valve and Face Punch, something about profits. I think most people can agree a good chunk of Gmod's appeal was the fact you could draw upon Half-Life 2's assets as a base for content like spawning in Mr. Skibbity Toilet himself. If you're expecting something like this, you're going to be disappointed. There's also some weirdness involving how connections are made that I don't fully understand. Unlike Source's client and server model, Sandbox uses a client authoritative model, which I think means it relies on the info the player sends, rather than the info about the player the server has, which seems easy to exploit to me. If someone with the Source Engine tism wants to correct me on any of this, sure, but I think that's the get-go from my understanding. I think a lot of people will see Source 2 and get really excited thinking they could do Gmod shit in Half-Life Alyx, but Sandbox doesn't currently work like that.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
A common complaint I see is about the sausage people. Honestly, I love the sausage people. They're one of my favourite parts of Sandbox. If you don't like them, then the option of a more realistic model is available. In the bottom right corner of the menu is a button that turned me into a black woman. What I don't like is how the sausage man starts naked. It feels very uncomfortable. I'm not normally squeamish about this stuff, but dude, please put some pants on, you already look like a penis.
Are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
I feel like the naked sausage man is going to be this game's version of a minge bag.
That's what we used to call climbing back in the day for you young out there.
I also don't like the cosmetic market. The $6 dues for this game cost me about 30 of them. There's also a bit of like a trading market that gives me some big crypto bro vibes. I'm not a fan. Look, I am 100% an AI hater. I have found some uses for it, for things like making subtitles for videos. But for the most part, I feel AI is just language models and pattern recognition algorithms, with good marketing being used as an art stealing machine. The game's page is filled with AI generated thumbnails. I'm going to talk about this more later, but there's a lot of games with deceptive images made using AI that do not reflect the gameplay at all. I suspect a fair bit of game code is AI generated too. I tried loading into a DXRP server multiple times but always crashed out. And on one occasion I had to restart due to being unable to join other games afterwards. I have no evidence of this other than the vibes, but I can't help but feel this is vibe coded. With all that, what are the games like? Unlike Gmod, where Sandbox mode can be considered the base game mode of everything, Sandbox is closer to something like Roblox, where it kind of acts like a gaming platform for standalone games. The name is in the game, so let's see how the Sandbox mode holds up. It's worth noting I first accidentally clicked on a game mode called Sandbox while looking for the real one by Face Punch. Real big Molk energy, filled with vitamin R. Hang on, the microphone's dipping. I need a new mic stand. I need a pop filter too, but oh well. The performance is bad. The options are lacking. I wasn't expecting piety with Gmod off the bat, but even this is quite basic. And considering I'm a sausage guy, look how fucking veiny this arm is. I found it quite laggy compared to other games I've played to. Coming from Face Punch themselves, this is quite disappointing. There are some other problems too, like the spawn menu downloads stuff from the workshop, which feels weird. And the new constructed flatgrass maps feel okay. I found the activity with doors and stuff like you expect in a source map not to be there. Probably my favourite game, and seems to be one of the more popular ones. You, surprise, mow a lawn, sell them lawn, and buy new tools and upgrades to earn more, reach new areas, and do side quests along the way. It's got a simple Roblox-ass vibe to it, but I still kinda like it. I won't deny I poured a few hours in while watching some YouTube videos and listening to music. What I don't like is the misleading AI thumbnails that makes the game look a lot more polished than it actually is. I actually don't mind the basic visuals of the actual game, but the deception is not good. I ended up on a server with a bunch of other Australians and the discussion very quickly went to Jim's mowing. 10 out of 10 game, just remove the AI pics, please. Another Face Punch made game. A rollercoaster tycoon style that seems to work alright for what it is. If I had more time, I'd probably play more on this one. This shit is so... At times, it is the second most popular game aside from RP. All these people standing around the case opening area, like addicts getting their fix. It's pretty sad. You can earn money by banking weapons or doing jumping challenges. Honestly, this one's just gross. Crap level, AI thumbnail, and it's the second most popular game. A Vampire Survivors clone. Has multiplayer but feels very slow to play and move around in. Probably has the most stylized visuals of any of the games I've played. I'd like this one more if it was faster, I think. This is a menu-based business sim with some minigames mixed in. Kinda neat, but I suspect some AI images are used at points. Oh wow, I can buy the White House. I would have kept playing, but this game made my PC freeze, no joke. So this was the last game I played. Speaking of computer problems, yeah, that kinda kept happening after a while. I had to stop playing Sandbox. There's some real optimization problems. It was making my PC start wigging out for a bit. Look, it's a bit old, but it's not like a bad computer. This really shouldn't be behaving in this way. For mow the fucking lawn. Look, I don't want to be a little hater. There's enough of that shit on the internet these days. And I have enjoyed some of what this game has to offer. But what I think Sandbox needs the most is a core game mode. A draw of some kind. Maybe another run through of the Sandbox mode. Optimize it. Add more built-in props like the Phoenix props back in the day. Make it easy to make add-ons for it like Gmod Sandbox. Imagine adding like wire mod or precision for building. That would be cool. Stuff like that. Put it back in the oven for a bit basically. Next up is setting up some standards. The amount of AI stuff leaves a really bad feeling. It needs to go, although in typical Gary fashion he seems to be being a cunt about the use of AI. And I'll remove the developer fund entirely. I think it was a good idea, but the reality is it's attracting games and developers made to suck up time rather than made to be fun games. I mean, it's early days and things can change, but right now Sandbox is mid. In its current state, it's not a successor to Garry's Mod. I might come back later if changes happen, but right now it's very... Anyway, I'm gonna go back to mow some lawns. Jim.